Hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to you wherever you may be in the world right now. Hello, welcome or welcome back. I am Tanaé, and this is the LuxLife Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Lord. I feel so grateful. Thank you to everybody that has been tuning in, whether this is your first episode, your second, or your third. Shout out to you. Woo-hoo. I just want to say thank you and always show my utmost gratitude. Like I'm incredibly grateful for this opportunity and for anybody who is willing to sit down and listen to what I have to say for a little while. So let's just get right into it. So for today's episode, I want to talk about the luxury of openness. Okay, and openness, I could definitely just sit here and be like, if you're not open, then this could happen and that could happen. But I want to keep it like light. Let's talk about the positives of being open. Let's talk about all the good that can come from being open in so many different ways. Sometimes for us, all of us, it can feel like closing ourselves off to opportunities, to places, to new opportunities, to people. It just seems easier. If I just keep this guard up, then I don't have to worry about anything hurting me. But unfortunately, like that's just not the reality. It is very possible that we will still be hurt, no matter how hard we try to not be, no matter how high up that guard is, no matter who we choose and try to stay from, where we try not to go, how long we try not to stay, who we choose not to date. It is, unfortunately, but it is inevitable that we will be hurt, we will be disappointed, because unfortunately we are imperfect people living on an imperfect planet. None of us are perfect, we all make mistakes. But does that mean that we should completely shut down and close ourselves off to the world, this beautiful, even with all of its many flaws, this beautiful, wonderful, incredible world around us? No. Definitely not. Okay, because in the end, we're really just hurting ourselves more than anything. Sometimes we say, no, I'm not going to deal with that no more, and I'm not going to do this no more, and we think that we are punishing someone else. And in a way, that person is going to be a little hurt, they're going to be disappointed, but many times we end up being the ones that are dealing with it and suffering with this issue for much longer. So wouldn't it be just a little bit easier to take some time, heal through whatever that situation was, move forward, but still give ourselves an opportunity to be open and not so close-minded? So today I came up with a few pros. I'm a pro and conner. Okay, I like to look at the pros and the cons of situations. But today, let's just look at the pros of being open with others, being open with ourselves, being open in love, whether it's friendship, family, romantic. Let's just talk about all of that today. So, like I said, I have 5. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Sometimes I disappoint myself. Tanae, did you have to do that? Yeah, I guess so, because it just came out. But yeah, we've got 5 reasons. So number 1, a great reason to just be open is joy. There can be so much joy that comes with giving yourself an opportunity to be open with yourself, to be real with yourself and those around you. You get to walk a little lighter. You feel a little bit freer. You don't feel like this huge burden is sitting on your shoulders to constantly be on guard and having this huge 30-foot wall up. That is completely uncomfortable. It's not fun. It doesn't bring peace. It doesn't bring joy. It doesn't bring happiness. But think of all of the joy and the happiness that could come when you finally take that chance. When you finally go out and you go apply for that job, you go apply for that house, when you go apply for that car, when you ask that guy out, when you ask that girl out, when you finally go and move abroad, whatever it is. The joy that you can find in opening yourself, your heart, your mind, your ears to all of these incredible and new opportunities, I'm telling you, it's unmatched. And another incredible thing about it, and this part of joy and being openness, is that you start to attract other like-minded people who are focusing in on the joy, on the love, on the peace, on the kindness. I mean, you attract what you are. Like, that's in certain ways. Not every way. I ain't gonna get into all that today. But in certain ways, in your mindset, many times we do attract like where we are at in our lives. So if you are, sticking to being closed-minded and not wanting to go out and try new things, go to a different restaurant, then more than likely you're going to only have people around you who are that way. And then when other people do try to get closer to you, get to know you, and try to show you new things, you're going to lose out on them and those opportunities because you're going to keep telling them, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to try that. That's not me. I don't do all that. I don't like that. I'm not going there. I'm not trying that. Then you're going to push them away. And think about all of the chances that you could have lost from that one person or that one situation just because you were so closed minded. And we all can be that way. We all can be like, that is definitely not me. Small, this is like a trivial example, but just like for years I didn't want to try oysters. I was like, that don't look right. I don't like that. That don't, no. And then I finally tried it and I was like, dang, I've lost a lot of years with these oysters. So now I got to get all these years back with these oysters because they're so good. So it can be the smallest thing to the biggest thing. Maybe you want to go for that new position at your job, but you're like, no, it seems like it's too much. I don't think I can handle that. I don't want to even try that. The last time I tried for another job, they told me no, so I'm never ever trying that again. But what if that is your job? What if that is actually the job that God has set out for you? But because you're scared, you're moving in fear, you don't even want to try it. Think of all the positives. We constantly focus in on the negative what ifs. What about all of the positive what ifs that could happen if you open yourself up to this opportunity? Y'all, I got some tea with me today. I bought me a cute little pack from this market the other day, and it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably got like 12 teas in there, y'all. This one right here is the butterfly tea one, and it's so cute. I'm gonna have to post a picture of some one day, but it is this beautiful deep purple color. And look at my cute little teacup, y'all. This is from my friend. She got it for me for Christmas. Thanks, girl. It's so good. A little honey in there. But you really do start to attract more like-minded, peaceful, encouraging people that want to move in joy, people that want to move in peace. But if you're not trying to do that, you're going to end up pushing those people away. And that's not what we want to do. We too old now. Like, come on now, y'all. We way too old for all of that. What do you want more in your life? You want more joy, peace, happiness, lightness, freeness, or you want to stay the Grinch? I'm just saying. I mean, the movie is good, but like, we in real life. We ain't in the movie. They ain't no who's in Whoville to come and change your heart. You got to do that yourself. That was on the spot. Oh my gosh. Yes, this is actually me. This is really. Oh my goodness. If I keep looking down, it's just because I'm looking I'm looking at my notes. I got to look at my notes. Okay. Number 2, so we've talked about joy. The second reason for being more open, being such a positive in our lives is you get a better understanding. You get a better understanding of yourself, and you are able to get a better understanding of the people around you. If you are constantly closed-minded, you're closing your ears, you're closing your heart, you're closing your spirit, how much do you think you're actually able to hear those that you really care for and love? How much do you think that you're actually able to hear from yourself? How much are actually able to figure out what you do and you don't like, what you do and what you don't want? Because closed ourselves off to these opportunities and these experiences. But once you say, you know what might happen if I just open myself up to hear others better, to hear myself better? You can really figure out what you do or you don't like, because you don't have to depend on the experiences, the thoughts, the ideas of others. Not to say that they're invalid. You know, you may have some really great friends in your life that's like giving you some really great input. But how will you know how you really feel about it if you don't take an opportunity to be open to that same opportunity or a similar opportunity? You don't want to have to depend on the things that other people are saying so much. You want to be able to open up yourself and your mind to those things so that you get your own valid experience. For example, before I moved over to Thailand, I was looking up all of these different videos about living in Asia, what life is like in Asia, and especially being Black in Asia, because, like, obviously I'm Black and I'm a woman. So I wanted to know. But I noticed that there were quite a few people that were being quite negative. And I really struggle with that. I'm very positive. So, and not to say that it didn't help, it made me very aware of certain things. But if I were kind of a pessimist or very pessimistic, that could have really kept me even longer from coming here. So I had to find people that were a little bit more positive, so that I would not just go off of these negative experiences. Because if I did, I would have come over here, if I would have come over here with a very closed mind. I wouldn't have been so open to other people and to other people's ideas, to other people's suggestions. I wouldn't have made so many incredible friends here if I didn't take the time out to create my own experience, to open myself up to the possibilities for myself. So you just get such a better understanding of what it is that you need, what it is that you want for yourself without all of these other people's ideas, thoughts, and input. Again, not saying that they are not valid. They are definitely many times valid, because our friends and our family, they care about us, but their experience does not have to be ours. Figure out what your experience is so that you can make the best out of it. It won't always be the best experience. Your friends and your family, they may be right, something, whatever, it could go wrong, it might not be good for you, but at least you'll have tried, you'll have opened yourself up, and you'll know that you can do it, and you will be more willing to keep trying, to be open. Okay, life doesn't end right after one disappointment. If it did, I mean, we'd all be dead by now. I'm not trying to turn this into like a big, like, somber thing, but like, think about all the times that we have been disappointed, but we are still here. So if you open yourself up to more opportunities, you ain't gonna die. You ain't gonna die. You gonna live. You a survivor. You ain't gonna give up. They ain't gonna stop you. Oh my gosh, y'all, this tea is so good, actually. I've had it many times, but it's like extra good today. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's get into reason number 3 why we should be more open. Opportunities, you guys. Think of all the opportunities that we have all missed out on just because we had a closed mind, a closed heart, closed ears, closed spirit. You didn't want to listen to what your friend had to tell you. You didn't want to listen to what the Lord was trying to tell you to not do or to go and do. You didn't want to listen to what your boyfriend was trying to tell you that he likes and that he don't like, and now he mad, or y'all ain't even together no more, and you sitting there looking hurt. I'm just saying, think about all the job opportunities that you have probably missed because you didn't want to take time to go and open yourself up at that interview or at that career fair or anything like that. Let's create more opportunities for ourselves without waiting on other people to create them for us. Now, yes, they can help if we're open to other people. They will be open to helping us. You see how that comes hand in hand? But we have to be open with ourselves first and be willing to give all these crazy, incredible opportunities a chance. And also, people can feel when you are being closed-minded. Okay, so if you are trying to like level up in your job or in your career, but you are always like just in your office, you don't go talk to anybody else, you don't greet people in the morning, you maybe go get your coffee and stay at your desk all day long, do you think that you will actually be a successful leader? People want to go to a leader that they know they can trust, that they know is going to guide them, that they know is going to hear them. Now, you may not always agree with the people that are, your employees or the people that you are leading, but are you willing and open to hearing them out? Are they able to know that, hey, if I go to my leader, my team leader, my group leader, my supervisor, they might not like what I have to say, but I know that they will hear what I have to say. I know that they will be open to my suggestions and how we can make this company better for all of us. You get a chance to create more opportunities for growth, for networking, for happiness, going to new places, experiencing new things. I have to say, I am so proud of like all of the amazing traveling that I have been seeing lately. Like people going to all these new places that we didn't talk about before, we weren't thinking about. I'm so like, it just warms my heart. I think it is so incredible because travel, I'm not even going to get too much into travel today because I could do a whole other one about that. I might have to do that, the luxury of travel. But anyway, travel truly opens your mind to cultures, to ideas, to people, to opportunities in a way that is really hard to explain if nobody else has tried to open themselves up to that opportunity. So I'm kind of rambling right now. I'm kind of going off, but I just want to say like, and I'm not trying to say, oh, if you ain't traveling, you ain't doing nothing. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I am saying is that all of y'all that's taking a chance, going to new places, whether it's the city next door, whether it's a state across, like 4 hours across, or if it's a country that is 32 hours away. I'm proud of you. And I love the openness. I love that you are giving yourself and other people a chance to show you things and create opportunities for yourself. I think it's incredible. And as far as opportunities go, think about all the really successful people out there. Do you think that they got to be as successful as they are being closed minded? No, they were the ones that had to have an open mind because everybody else around them was closed minded. More than likely telling them, that don't even make no sense. You trying to do what? You trying to be who? You trying to go where? You trying to create what? You trying to start what? You trying to work with who? Closed minded. And so what happens is that those open minded people really start to see who really believes in them, who really supports them, who's really got their back. Which one do you really want to be? I want to be the open minded one. I want to be the one rooting my friends on. I might not get it. I might not really truly understand why that fascinates you so much. But that's for you. It's not for me. Your path ain't my path. But I'm going to support you. As long as you ain't trying to hurt nobody, what's wrong with me trying to support you in it? As long as it don't take away from nobody, it ain't hurting nobody, it ain't creating destruction. What is it actually going to take from me if I'm just supporting you in your openness, in your journey? Not a thing. It takes absolutely nothing away from me. My rent is still due on the 1st. I still got bills to pay and I still got to go to work. So me supporting you in all of your growth, it takes nothing away from me at all. Actually, for me personally, it makes me feel good. It helps me to know that I have loved on somebody and supported somebody, and I've probably also helped to make their day because they know they got somebody else on their side. So if you want to be successful, you want to grow in your career, you want to start a new business, anything like that, you have to be open-minded to new routes, new people, new places. Okay, sometimes a new target market. We get so fixated on just one specific space, one specific area, but there's growth in there. But eventually, the growth is going to start to get too big. And are you going to limit yourself to that one bubble, or are you going to allow yourself to expand? But you have to choose to be open. You have to choose and be willing to open your heart, your mind, your ears. Listening is a large part of being open. You got to be willing and open to what other people have to say. You got to hear yourself too, because what somebody else says to you, not to say that it's invalid, but it just might not work for you. But are you willing to listen? Good leaders have to also be willing to still follow. So keep yourself open to all those opportunities. Don't miss out on opportunities just because, maybe it didn't work out the first time, or you saw it not work out for somebody else. Maybe it wasn't their calling, but it's your calling. Give it a try. Just see. Just see. Gosh, sometimes when I'm doing this, I forget that other people are going to see this. They're going to watch this and they're going to be like, Tanaé, you're a little weirder than I thought you were. And I'm going to have to be like, I don't really know what to say to that. All right. We just got 2 more, you guys. So number 4, love. There's so many wonderful forms of love. There's family love, there's friendship love, there's romantic love. I love love in every form that it comes in, because it's it's the purest and truest form of showing someone that you care. Whether it's a grandma, a grandpa, a cousin, a brother, your significant other, whoever it is, love changes things, truly. So be open to that. So one, I want to start with friends. Okay, there's a constant saying that really upsets my spirit, which is no new friends. I think that that is one of the most ignorant, I'm gonna just be blank, just be upfront, one of the most ignorant things that we can do to ourselves. We're saying no new friends, but what if that new friend helps to elevate you, but you closed off? What if and that's what I'm saying, the what ifs, what if they end in a positive? What if this friend introduces you to the love of your life? What if this new friend helps you and encourages you so much that you finally start that business? What if that new friend says, oh, you into wine? Hey, Misha. Oh, you into wine? You want to open up a wine business? Girl, my cousin, he's just created his own new line of wines, and he's been trying to get it into a store. He will give you, y'all, I know y'all can come up with some kind of special deal so that he can get his wine into your new shop. But you want to be closed off. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want no new friends. And you have to think about the current friends that you have then that are okay with that. That's okay with you not wanting to level up. That's okay with you not wanting to better yourself. That's okay with you not wanting to try new things and go to new places. Do something a little bit different. That's speaking to you and your friends, not just you. It's both of y'all. It's both of us. It's all of us. So, do you really want to say no new friends and lose out on some incredible opportunities? I can't even imagine coming over to a new country and not being open to some of the most incredible people that I've met in my entire life. I have met some of the most supportive freaking people I've ever met in my life. If it wasn't for some of these people, well, number one is God's love and his strength pushing me to do these things. But if it hadn't also been for some of these people that I've met while I have been living abroad, so many other things that I've done I wouldn't have done. But because of their love, their support, and their encouragement, I'm doing things that I would have never even imagined. But because I've been open to them, I've been open to their suggestions, I'm open to their ideas, I'm open to their love and their care for me, I've gotten to experience just such incredible people that I know at the core of me love me. and support me. Love and have supported me in ways that people from back home in America that I would have thought would have been like, yo, Tanaé, that's so cool. Or like, how did you do this? Or, Tanaé, I'm so proud of you. Let me tell you about what I'm doing so that I can support them. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what you're doing too so we can support each other. No, none of that. I've gotten it from some people. That's not at all what I'm saying. They're like, oh, nobody from America has supported me. That's not all. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that I have been surprised at the lack of support from some people that I would have thought would have been like, oh, snap, Tanaé, that's so cool. Not a whisper. Not a word. Not a like. Nothing. But it's all good. I ain't mad. I'm simply just trying to explain my point here of what not being open can look like. So just be open. Like you never know. That girl that's always coming up to you at work trying to start a conversation and you like, girl, please go away from me. What if she ends up being like one of the kindest people you've ever met in your life and she is able to support you in times where even people that you thought was closest to you couldn't? What if that guy that has been hitting you up for weeks and months trying to take you out on a date? But I get it though. For the ladies that's watching this, I get it. Sometimes, I know. But sometimes it's like, why are you doing that for real? Sometimes we tell that guy no because we just really are not interested. But sometimes we tell that guy no because we're a little scared. We're like, this can't be real. You can't actually be this good of a guy. But what if he is though? What if he is? What if that girl is actually as nice and as sweet and as thoughtful as she is showing you that she is, sirs? Okay, she don't want you just for your money, because you ain't even got that much for real. I'm just playing. I'm just teasing, okay? But what if she don't want you just for your money? What if she just likes your company? What if you genuinely make her laugh? What if she really appreciates the way that you hold the door for her every time that you see her? Like, there really are good and genuine people. Don't let social media keep fooling y'all into thinking that everybody is not nice and that everybody is not kind, that everybody's a gold digger, that all these men ain't nothing. That's not true. That's not reality. That's not real life. Go outside and meet some real people. Um, don't close yourself off to love, you guys, whatever form it may come. Short story, because I really don't like to tell much of my business. But I'm having to be more open now because I'm doing this, and I want you guys to know that like I care, and I'm really genuine, and I'm really real, and this is really who I am. So, quick story: I have been disappointed in my life. I'm speaking on a romantic manner right now. But this applies, though, to more than just romance. This can apply to friends, family, whatever. I've been very disappointed in the past, just in general, in my dating life. But I know that there is a wonderful, good, kind man out there for me. Um, and sometimes I would feel crazy for having the expectations that I do. My expectations, though, are really quite simple. I'm a simple girl. I'm just a girl, but I know what I'm looking for. But sometimes, because it's quite hard to find that out here, I would be like, dang, am I actually asking for too much? Like, is that possible? I thought what I was asking for was pretty simple, but maybe not. Right around December, I met someone. I'm single. Let's be clear, but I did. I met someone and we dated for a brief amount of time. And I'm not angry that it was brief, or anything like that. I do believe that everything and everyone has its time. But because of that experience, it just confirmed for me that my openness is not a mistake. What I'm looking for is not a mistake. But had I just been going off of past hurts, past disappointments, I would have lost out on an opportunity to get to know a really great man. Because he is. We're not together, but that's because he lives in a whole other country and all these, other factors. But that doesn't take away from a wonderful experience that we had together. Just knowing and finally getting the experience of feeling like I can be a lady. Even though I am always a lady and I'm just like a feminine, soft person, not every man brings that out of a woman. Let's just be real. I'm not coming at all the men. I'm just saying every man doesn't have that thing to bring that out of every woman. But in my experience, this most recent experience, I did get to experience that. So all that it did was show me that I'm not crazy, I'm not loopy for hoping for and praying for and expecting what I'm expecting. But if I had had a closed mind at that time, if I had, decided, because this person hurt me, disappointed me, angered me, disrespected me, I'm just cutting it all off with anybody. I just don't want to deal with nobody. No, that's not me. So I chose, you know what, let me just see, you never know. And gosh, it was really nice. I felt thought of and cared for. And it just confirmed that I'm not crazy for looking for what I'm looking for. You're not crazy for having the expectations that you do. You're not crazy for wanting to go and live in a different country. And I'm talking to all of y'all out there, not myself right now. You're not crazy for wanting to go and build an empire. You're not crazy for wanting to get married at a younger age. You're not crazy for wanting to start your own church. You're not crazy for wanting to write a book. Just because other people don't understand what God is calling you to do, it doesn't make you crazy. It just makes you different. Different don't equate to crazy. Be open. Be open and be willing. All right, I'm already at 31 minutes. I want to finish this up. My last but most important point here is when you truly open yourself up, truly, you get to see and you get to fulfill God's will and plan for your life. And that will always, no matter the trials and tribulations that may come with it, no matter the hardships that you may face, no matter other people laughing in your face and telling you that's crazy, God's will and plan for you will always, always be the best. And who doesn't want to get the very best? Because what our best is, God's best exceeds that. So can you imagine that? If you feel in your heart that you are meant to be the number one top Billboard artist for R&B, that's your goal and your dream for yourself, and you feel like you can do that, just imagine then what God actually has for you past that. You want to be number one. That's already pretty high up there. And people have done it, so you can't do it. So can you imagine then what God's will is for you? Seeing that come into fruition because you were open to it, you were open to his calling over your life? Nothing like it. Nothing like it. It's incomparable. It's incomparable. Y'all know what I'm talking about right now. Don't sit there looking at me like I'm crazy. What's Tanaé talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Because you know how I know? Because you've seen it happen for other people. And you've seen it happen for yourself as well, but you don't think it can happen again. It can. But you gotta open yourself up. That's right. You gotta open yourself up to it. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope that this helped. And I hope that after this, the next day or today, whichever point you're watching this, you decide to go outside and open yourself up in a way that you never have before. And you allow more blessings, more love, more joy, more peace, more understanding, more opportunities flow into your life. That's all that I want for you. God is so good, y'all. I'm sorry, just real quick. He's so good. I prayed early because I was having a hard time figuring out exactly what I wanted to say. Y'all, I wrote my few notes down and I prayed earlier Lord, Speak through me, because that's what he did for Moses, y'all. Moses had a stutter, and he spoke right through Moses. I don't have a stutter, but I'd be nervous, and I'd be second guessing myself. And Lord, you just spoke through me. So thank you, Father. Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful day. Move in love, move in kindness, move in joy, and allow that to come right back into your life. Bye.